This week's Mental Health Tips addresses the question, do I need a crisis intervention? Hi, I'm Angela. I have a husband with bipolar II disorder, my kids have ADHD, and I myself have struggled with depression. You're not alone. Last week, we talked about what to do in a mental health crisis, but sometimes it's more than we can manage as a friend or family member. We need professional help. When you've done all you can do to de-escalate a mental health crisis and it's not working, what are the next steps? At this point, we need a crisis intervention. We need someone who is qualified to help us navigate the process. If the situation is not life-threatening, then it's time to get in touch with a family doctor, a counselor, or a psychiatrist that knows your loved one and is familiar with their diagnosis. Establishing those relationships are crucial for times like these when they'll need to know someone's history and will be able to ascertain if an appointment or a hospital visit is in order. If the crisis has escalated, as we talked about in our last video, then you need to assess if the person is a danger to themselves or others. If they are, then that's an immediate call to 911 or a crisis line, and I have those numbers in the notes below. Once you've called a crisis line or even 911, there are some specific things to communicate. Number one, you want to make sure and tell the operator that you need immediate assistance. Number two, they'll need to know who you are and your relationship with the person who's in crisis. Number three, tell them if your loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis and what the emergency is. For example, if the person is suicidal, if they're making threats of harming someone else, or if they're damaging property. Number four, let them know if there are any weapons involved. This is really important. Number five, this isn't the time to give a whole family history, but you'll want to be specific and not vague about what has led to the crisis. Don't say, my friend is acting erratic. Rather, say something like this. My friend has told me that he hasn't slept in 5 days and he's pacing around the house. Number six, make sure to report any changes in their usual behavior. This will be really helpful. Number seven, you'll want to let the responders know if they have shown any symptoms of psychosis. For example, if they're losing touch with reality, if they're having delusions or hallucinations. After the call to responders, they'll be on their way, and we'll talk about what to expect when they arrive next week. And let's remember that we can trust God in the middle of these difficult times. Psalm 9:10 says, "And those who know your name put their trust in you, for you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you." Mental health crises are difficult to navigate. What have you found helpful? Comment below, I'd love to hear from you. And a big thank you to His Heart Foundation for supporting this channel. If you want more in-depth mental health information for you and those you love, check out mentalhealth.academy today.
Are you or someone you love or work with struggling with depression? One of the biggest things keeping you from a thriving relationship with them is understanding what depression really is. Have you found yourself asking Google or reading blog after blog, trying to figure out how depression is affecting you or the person you care about? But there just seems to be either too much information or it's like reading a college textbook from a psych student. This need is why we at His Heart Foundation created Mental Health Academy, a place where we give you the big picture understanding of what depression is through video courses featuring Christian counselors who specialize in depression. We know and understand that a clear picture of depression will give you the confidence and comfort in your depression or in the person you care about. After taking this course, you will have a new confidence in yourself and in working with those who have depression, and you will see your relationships soar.